Hello my beautiful book friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another book review. Today we are going to be discussing one of my most highly anticipated books of 2020. Today we're going to be talking about Off Balance by Aileen Erin, the sequel to Off Planet, the On-Air Chronicles. Holy crap. This sequel was so good. So good. If you have not read Off Planet, please do. We all know second book syndrome. Usually the second book of a series is never as good as the first one, or it's like really disappointing whenever you read it. This was not the case. Aileen Erin knows how to write. Like, she knows how to write really well. I talk about a lot of authors and a lot of books on this channel, but I think I talk about Aileen Erin, like, she's one of like the authors that I talk about the most on this channel. So if you haven't picked up any of her books, like, what are you waiting for? So if you haven't picked up Off Planet, which is the first book, it's basically a sci-fi book about a girl named Amy Hannah. She's living in a world where there is an alien race, and then there's the Earth people. Things are not so good between them, like, at all. Amy Hannah is actually, she's the daughter of one of the leaders of the On-Air people. There's just like a lot of stuff. It's really hard to explain. I usually never read sci-fi books, but dang. The first book was one of my favorite books of 2019, and now I can safely say that Off Balance is probably one of my favorite books of this year so far. I will have my review for the first book linked down in the description box below if you want to go check that out. But today we are going to be talking about Off Balance, the sequel. So basically we left off on Off Planet where Amy Hannah was on the On-Air planet and she was with Lauren. We come in contact with her father. We're in a totally different setting in this book. There's a lot of politics going on in this book. In the first book, we only see glimpses of Lauren, and then we only see him like once. But, you know, in those few glimpses and then that one scene that we kind of got with him, like, sorry, but like, I fell in love with him. And in this book, Aileen Erin really blessed us. I mean, we got a lot of Lauren. It was just so good. And Amy Hannah, her character development in this book was just amazing. I loved seeing how she grew. So if you haven't picked up the sequel yet, that is my non-spoilery thoughts. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Obviously, it was so amazing, and I just can't believe that I've already finished it and I have to wait another year. Actually, wait. Yep, basically another year. I mean, the next book comes out in December. It's okay because I have her other books to hold me off. So I'm about to go into my spoilery thoughts about everything that happened in this book. So if you haven't read it, go read it, come back, and we can discuss it together. I am so excited to talk about this. So first off, we get the backstory of Amy Hannah and Lauren. The beginning of the book is basically right before she went down to Earth and everything went bad. A lot of stuff went down in this book that I was not expecting. Like, you could not trust anyone in this book. And honestly, there are still characters that I'm like, do I trust them or do I not trust them? The entire book, Declan, I don't know why. I don't trust him at all. I'm pretty sure he's one of the good guys. Like, I think, you know, is he though? I don't know, just the way he pushes and pressures Amy Hannah, and it's like he doesn't care if she gets hurt. He like doesn't care about her feelings, and I don't know if that's like on purpose or if that's just like his personality, but still, my oh my, this entire book I was waiting for Declan to just like betray us, because like so many people were getting into the castle. You could not trust anyone. Like, literally Amy Hannah's one of her guards was in on like killing her. Like, they were trying to blow her up so many times. It was like she would escape one time and then 20 minutes later somebody else was throwing another explosive in her room. How does this keep on happening? I don't know how we're gonna fix that, because it seems like there's a group of people that really want her dead. So in December, before the book even came out, Aileen Erin released this like snippet, and it was basically the first few chapters of the book. And I read it, obviously. And we left off on the part where Amy Hannah was like at that party. She was being comforted by this one lady because she was really nervous to go and hang out with everyone. And then she saw Lauren, and he was hanging out with some chick, and that chick was like all over him, and he didn't seem very mad about it. Amy Hannah had a little bit of drinks, and so she was like feeling that liquid courage. She had the idea, well, her and Rowan had the idea to make Lauren jealous. And so they were like, take me to Declan. I wish that went through, because everything happened and it messed everything up. Like the king, let's talk about the king. Like, wow. Was not expecting him to be a drunk and a really creepy old man. Was not expecting that at all. Like he was a terrible, terrible person. I've read a lot of books where there's kings, and usually the king is like a really tough guy. Like it's really hard to get them down. But this guy was just so weak-minded, and like, why was he king? Like I have no clue. So glad that Lauren's now our king. But back to what I was talking about. I wished we had that scene where she tried to make Lauren jealous with Declan. I understand, like, you know, oh, we don't want to hurt Declan's feelings because he kind of had some feelings for Amihana, but like I didn't really see that much because it's like he really didn't care about her feelings, so why should we care about Declan's feelings? But yeah, I really wish we had that scene, but sadly we did not go through with the plan. One question that I have about this book: Amihana's mom is from Earth and her dad is on air. The Earth people and the on air people, they just like don't get along. Like there's like so much like conflict between them. So how did Amihana's mom get with her dad? Was that ever explained? Like how did that happen? I want to know. It's got to be a really great romance story, right? I'm feeling it. I think it will be, but like I want to know more about their backstory. I love that when Amihana lived down in Earth, we learned that she painted her walls the same aquamarine color as Lauren's eyes. It brought her so much comfort to have like her walls be the same exact color of his eyes. They are so cute. Lauren and Amihana's relationship grew so much in this book. We were so blessed with so many moments between them. Basically, they're soulmates. I said that in my last book review on the first book. Basically, they're soulmates. I don't really understand too much about their like tattoo things. There's one called like a Foana, and then there's one called a like a something Shalhasa thing. I don't really fully understand it, but what I fully understand is that Lauren and Amihana, they are mirror soul. Their souls mirror each other and they have like this balance, get it? Because it's like when they're away from each other, they're off balance, but when they're together, they're balanced. The on-air people, I was not expecting the amount of hate that they would have for Amihana, because here's a girl she's pretty important in the on-air world. She has been gone since she was like, what, like 6 years old? She's been lost on Earth for forever and like nobody has known where she is. She comes back and she's going to be the queen, I guess, like eventually. And these people hate her. One thing I really want Amihana to do is learn the on-air way of talking, because she has this like translator, which is so cool. I wish that was like an actual technology that we had, that we can just hear like another language in our ear and it just translates for us. One of the things about Lauren and Amihana's relationship that I was actually really surprised about. So the relationship grew really fast in this book, and I honestly like was like, should this be too fast? But then at the same time, I didn't feel like it was too fast. So I feel like Aileen Erin, she did a really good job of growing their relationship in this book without it feeling too quick. Amihana was having all these like nightmares and she would wake up screaming and like she would throw up and she lost so much weight, and Lauren was the only person that could bring her peace. Amihana's abilities are crazy. Lauren's abilities, like he can make things just turn to ash, but Amihana can just blow up stuff. Just like that. At the end of the book, when they tried to kidnap Amihana and she was like all burnt out from using her powers, we are not finishing this book with her getting kidnapped and Lauren freaking out again because she's gone again. She literally told Lauren, like, I'm gonna fall. And he was like, I'll catch you, it'll be fine. And then she falls and he like did not catch her. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite scenes was when we were at that event, that tournament, and that guy was going through those tests. She was like sitting back like with everyone and just like watching this guy like fail at his test. And he was like about to die and she was like, is no one gonna help? And the funniest thing was like they were pretty much like, no, like no one's gonna help him. I mean, like if he dies doing this, then he dies doing this. Amihana just goes, sorry, and runs off to save him. Like we all knew what she was gonna do. And I loved that it was so easy for her to get through these obstacles. She just kicks butt every single time. She was talking to the announcer and she told everyone her story. And it was really sad that after like all that happened on the news, like the next day, the people were still hating on her. But I think she was just looking too much at the news. She's basically a celebrity. And if you really think about it, celebrities probably get so much hate in the real world. And so she's like a celebrity. She's like watching television. Everything's about hate. And it just makes her so depressed. And that was one thing. She was like, I can't be queen. I can't be with Lauren. But I'm so happy that at the end she was finally like, you know what, Lauren, I think I'm gonna be queen. One thing I want to talk about, I love Amihana and Rowan's, I really don't know how to say his name. I'm really bad at character names, as you can probably already tell. I love their friendship. It is so pure, and it's just the way that they bicker back and forth, but they like know each other so well is so great. I always love having our main character have like a best friend, and just the way that they interact is just so great. They feed off of each other in the best possible way. But if Roan dies, I will be so sad. Please do not do this. Aileen Erin, do not kill him off. Please. He's just a pure character and I love him. We need to protect him at all costs. That one part when Lauren's ex-girlfriend was on TV and she was basically saying like,
he will never marry her. Honestly, he's gonna break up the contract and he's gonna marry me.
She shows up and we found out that she's one of the people that is out to kill Amihana. What? There's so many people out to kill her, and it honestly scares me. I think it's because she's so powerful. We're just now finding out all of her abilities, and she's like a weapon. Like, she is scary. And for like the longest time, none of the Earther people knew about Lauren or Amihana's abilities, but like now they know. I wonder what they're going to do now. I hate space tech. They are so annoying. The way they just keep popping up and all their soldiers are like everywhere. When Lauren was about to announce to everyone that him and Amihana were engaged and she was gonna be queen, and all these space tech people were like in this room. Can we please give a class to all of these on-air soldiers and tell them what to look after when it comes to space tech people? Because Roan and Amihana knew exactly which ones were space tech, and they were right every single time. It was so funny because I did not know that Lauren had a sister in this book. I literally had no clue. I was like, he has a sister? His sister was so sweet. She cooked her like all these foods and it reminded her of home. It's just so sad that Amihana doesn't know the language. My theory is that her memories will come back. Like, I think like we get like small little snippets of her memories coming back like every once in a while, but like I think that they will come back. I think it's strange that, you know, her memories are gone but she still can't pick up the language. Something went bad when they took away her memories, when they wiped all those memories away, because she can't retain any of the language, and that's really strange to me. So I'm hoping that somehow we're gonna fix whatever happened in her brain and maybe she'll get her memories back. But I just want to see her learn the language and understand the people. I literally got so annoyed with Declan. I know I keep talking about how I don't trust him, but I do not trust him. They were talking about how the space tech people probably had a backup plan, and I was like, you know what? What if Declan is their backup plan? After she had killed all those soldiers, she was going through major shock mode because obviously she had just blown up all these people, and it was really gross the way it was described. It was disgusting, and but like she was like so in shock after doing this, and Declan just goes,
Em, you can't let this bother you so much.
I literally wrote a note. I was like, OMG, just shut up. Like, please, just be quiet for once. He is so unsympathetic. Anytime he talked, I was just like, Declan, please go away. Please just shut up. I love that scene when Lauren was cleaning up Amihana and he found out that she had his emblem tattooed on her hip. I was waiting for him to figure that out. They said I love you to each other because obviously Lauren was just like all the way since the beginning of the book was like, I love you, Amihana, I'm gonna marry you. You know, you don't even have to be queen. We can just get married because all I want is you. Get you a man like Lauren. Back to Lauren's dad. He was working with the space tech people. Can you believe that? What kind of leader does that? He was working with people that killed their people. I'm so scared of the space tech people. It seems like they keep coming from left to right and I don't know what to expect from them. It seems like they're like building all these technologies and all these things. Like, what the crap? What was at the end? What was that like mist stuff they had going on in the air? Like, what are they trying to do? Why do they hate us so much? I don't understand. They are brutal and I am scared of what's going to happen in the next 2 books. I also don't know what to expect in the 3rd book because a lot of stuff is happening. I'm pretty sure in the 3rd book, Declan has been captured. wouldn't it be just like the worst, but like also most awesome plot twist if Declan was with the space tech people? I really hope that that's not the case, but like I said, I trust my gut when it comes to reading books, and I do not trust Declan. If he's a good guy, then he's a really, really bad good guy. Amihana and Lauren, like, what if they get married in the next book? What if she becomes queen in the next book? I think she's gonna be a great queen. She fights for her people. She also, her and her dad in this book, like, their relationship did not grow at all. Honestly, it got kind of worse. I'm hoping in the third book that their relationship grows, because she hasn't seen her dad since she was like 6, and she doesn't even call him dad. She calls him by his name. We didn't really see a lot of Amihana's mom. Both of those characters, like her dad and her mom, were kind of like on the back burner. Her mom was kind of hard on her too. Everyone was pretty hard on Amihana, and it's just nobody really understands what she went through when she was on Abaddon. Like, she was burnt. I'm surprised that she survived, but I think that's what's great, because that's what makes her such a strong character, and that's what I love about these books. Like, Amihana is such a strong character. I also love Lauren too, because he's the best. I love this book so much, and I'm so excited for the third book. I don't know what to expect. I'm scared about what's gonna happen next. Like, what's gonna happen next? Like, so much stuff happened in this book. So there you have it, guys. Those are my thoughts on Off Balance. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. What were your favorite scenes in this book? Do you guys trust Declan? Because like, I'm gonna keep saying it. Like, I do not trust him. What do you guys think is gonna happen in the third book? What do you guys think that space tech is developing? They're developing some scary stuff. So anyways, that is it for today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!